Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's good, everybody? It's Destin Troyce, and you're watching Troyce TV. So today I'm going to talk about this whole Kevin Hart situation. I'm also going to fuck my Popeyes up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to see what I got here. And I'm going to talk about this whole Kevin Hart and this whole homophobic tweets and my views and my thoughts. Because I commented my thoughts on the shade room and people were dragging the fuck out of me. So this is the reason why I barely comment anywhere. Because motherfuckers always want to come from me into my comments. Into my comments some shit, niggas always gonna be like, oh, shut your little fat bitch ass up, what do you know? I'm like, bitch, I'm commenting just like the other 18,000 people. I've been MIA for 3 days because I just been lazy as fuck. I'm in LA, so I'm in a whole new different scenery. I'm hungry. Ooh, and this bitch ain't put paper plates in here. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. So yeah, Popeyes, I got the 5-piece special, and I'm gonna fuck up this vegan cake. It's vegan mango cake. Yeah, catfish. Kevin Hart said some pretty fucked up and offensive things back in 2009. If you didn't know the things he said, he basically said this shit right here. So, little man starts off his tweets by saying, yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm gonna break it over his head and say in my voice, stop. That's gay. And then the next tweet says, okay, I'm just not waking up and I'm about to go to the gym and get big. No homo. I can see why a lot of these tweets piss people off. Now here's another tweet that pissed people off to the max. He said, at Wayne, I don't know who the fuck that is, laugh my ass off. That's why you sweat. For no reason, you fat-faced fag. Ooh, Charlie. Niggas need to stay in school. And a lot of people are saying Kevin Hart is canceled, and a lot of people are saying, who gives a fuck? No one cares. Why is the LGBTQ community always trying to pressure people into accepting their ways, and a whole bunch of other shit? And honestly, Kevin Hart was canceled for me when he started being unfunny. When Kevin Hart started being unfunny is when I stopped giving a fuck. Like when I watched that bullshit ass movie with unfunny Tiffany Haddish, I was pretty much over it. That movie was lame as fuck. And at that point, I was like, okay, I think I'm done supporting Kevin Hart. I mean, it's good, but I still feel like KFC has better chicken. Now, if you also didn't know, Kevin Hart was supposed to be hosting the Oscars, right? So he's supposed to be hosting the Academy Awards, the Oscars, and he's supposed to be presenting the award. He's supposed to be hosting the whole show. He's supposed to be the face of the show. Now that those racist tweets have resurfaced, the executives of the show gave him a call, and they said, oh, sorry, Kevin, you can't host the Oscars anymore because you need to apologize for these tweets. If you apologize for these tweets, you can host the Oscars, but right now you can't because we need you to apologize publicly. Oh my god. That led to a whole fucking hurricane, which led to Kevin Hart making a post on Instagram going public, and he basically said this.
So I just got a call from the Academy, and that call basically said, Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host. I'm talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed it. I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on and I'm in a completely different space in my life. The same energy that went into finding those old tweets could be the same energy put into finding the response to the questions that have been asked years after years after years. We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stay in my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
This nigga did more damage than help, in my opinion. How the fuck am I gonna eat these mashed potatoes and gravy? No fork or spoon. But anyway, oh. found it. No, it's okay, I didn't fuck up my food. But long story short, after he made that post, a lot of celebrities were standing by him. A lot of people were like, yeah, Kevin Hart, we stand with you, we fuck with you. You know, they're wrong for doing this. Even Charlamagne the God came forth and said, see, a black person got something going on good for them, and they want to rip it away.
Y'all do realize the president is the reason for this. All of these people that can't take out the president, they take their anger out on everybody else. Listen, he stepped down because of old homophobic tweets. And Kevin Hart's tweets were horrible, but that was 8 years ago. And he's acknowledged those tweets before. He's expressed regret for those tweets before. It's like, how many times do I have to keep apologizing for the same thing? Like, the best apology is change behavior. And I hate when people weaponize things at their convenience. Kevin Hart has been out here making movies, been out here doing stand-up shows. Why now all of a sudden do people care about these old tweets? You want to know why? Because he's a black man who's penetrated a space usually reserved for whiteness, white men in particular, and when you do that, you get attacked.
A lot of people are also throwing out, oh, Kevin Hart is a successful, beautiful chocolate man, and now they want to bring him down. Oh my God, they always doing this to us black folks. Like, so what if he doesn't agree with homophobia? It's his opinion. If you don't like gay people, then it is what it is. Why are gay people trying to force themselves on us? Like a lot of shit like that. There was a lot of comments, and I feel like a lot of people trying to make this about the whole race thing, when I don't even think it's a race thing. I think it's a they don't like controversy thing. And as you see this video, you see Kevin saying shit like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be part of this whole cancel culture. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to feed into the internet trolls who want me to apologize. Well, I feel like Kevin Hart is letting his ego get in the way. And because he's letting his ego get in the way, he's really out here pissing people off. When it's like, no, Kevin, it's not internet trolls. It's literally the cancel culture. People are canceling everybody. And I feel like people gotta stop making it about race. It's not about race in this particular situation. It's not about, he's a black man and they just don't want him to host it. That's not really true. They've had plenty of black people hosting huge mainstream type of events. It's really not like that at all when it comes to a lot of these things. Chris Rock, he hosted the Oscars 2 years ago. People are saying, but if he was white, they wouldn't have cared. If he was white, it wouldn't have been that serious. People are also saying, well, white people don't get stuff taken away from them when they do fucked up shit. Bitch, have you heard of Laura Lee?
My 14-year-old niece attacked her, and I asked you guys, please, just let this be.
Have you heard of Jeffree Star? Have you heard of Roseanne?
Literally 300 times.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white!
And many more. There are tons of people who've made offensive jokes and still manage to keep a lot of the things that they do have, but also have a lot of things taken away from them. Jeffree Star lost out on collaborations and brand deals. Roseanne missed out on her sitcom, you know, basically getting pulled, so she ended up losing royalties and residual checks from her sitcom airing every week. So I feel like in this case, the Oscars trying to play it safe. It has nothing to do with race in this case. It's one of those things where the people who say it's not that serious are mostly the people who don't feel affected by the tweets or don't feel any type of attack from the tweets. Because it's just a tweet. Yeah, it is just a tweet. And it was tweeted back in 2009, 2010. But he's tweeted things like this multiple times. And then in his video on Instagram, he says, I've addressed it before. I've addressed it years upon years. And people are like, well, if he addressed it, why is he being forced to apologize? Well, the thing is, keep in mind, he said, I've addressed it in the past. And I'm not that person in the past. But he's never said he apologized for it.
Constant excuse or a constant apology, you're setting yourself up for more comments.
But you know we're very sensitive when it comes to
Too
color.
sensitive.
They're going to say too sensitive.
Too sensitive.
And that's pretty much why he has to apologize for it. But I don't really feel like he needs to apologize. I feel like if you're making a big deal out of something that's nothing, and you don't feel the need to apologize.
I swear, man, our world is becoming beyond crazy. And I'm not going to let the craziness frustrate me or anger me, especially when I worked hard to get to the mental space that I am at now. My team calls me, oh my God, Kevin, the world is upset about tweets you did years ago. Guys, I'm almost 40 years old. If you don't believe that people change, grow, evolve as they get older, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to hold people in a position where they always have to justify or explain their past, then do you. I'm the wrong guy, man. I'm in a great place. A great mature place.
I feel like in this world, we can't force people, and people in general, like, if somebody's racist as fuck, if someone thinks I'm a fucking nigger and I'm an ugly, fat bitch nigger who sits on YouTube all day, that's fine. You're entitled to be racist. It's your opinion. Racism is an opinion. If someone says, oh, I don't agree with people who are gay, I don't agree with people who are lesbian, that's their fucking opinion. It's really not that serious if people have an opinion. Because people always say, you're entitled to your own opinion. Unless they don't agree with your opinion. So Kevin Hart basically just said, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. And that's just something that y'all niggas gotta deal with, okay? Okay? I'm sorry, I don't agree with the LGBT community. That's basically what he said in that video. Now fast forward to now, after this whole Oscar situation and this whole him not apologizing for his tweets happened, this led to a lot of other white comedians' homophobic tweets resurfacing. In case you guys didn't know, Amy Schumer made some very offensive homophobic tweets, calling people faggots and saying, oh, if you watch that movie, you're a faggot. Ooh, child. Alexa, play Keep That Same Energy. Now, Nick Cannon tweeting that, retweeting these people's racist tweets. And mind you, these are white female comedians. If y'all gonna try to cancel Kevin Hart, and if the industry's trying to get rid of Kevin Hart, why don't y'all cancel them? Why don't y'all take away fucking Amy Schumer's Netflix deal, her $7.5 million Netflix deal? Why don't y'all take that away? Matter of fact, that shit was like 20 mil. Why don't you take away Amy Schumer's movies? Now, I'm sure y'all know who the fuck Amy Schumer is. Amy is basically a stand-up comedian who was in a movie, How to Be Pretty. I don't fucking know. I've heard of her, I've seen her stand-up videos, and she is not funny at all. She is basically the white version of Tiffany Haddish. She is very unfunny, and she is the living human being. She is a life-size version of unseasoned chicken. Why don't you take away her residuals, her royalty checks? Why don't you take those away? Now, in situations like this, it's funny how Amy Schumer hasn't apologized. Sarah Silverman hasn't apologized. They haven't apologized. No one's canceling them. No one really cares. But people are pointing the fingers at Kevin Hart saying, ah, you homophobe. And at the end of the day, I can see where Nick Cannon and everybody's coming from. Yes, keep that same energy. Make these white people apologize. Take away their opportunity. So fast forward to days later after Kevin Hart basically said, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Kevin Hart, days later, ends up putting up this apology. I don't even want to read that bullshit again. But he basically said, hey guys, so I'm finally ready to apologize. I know that I was being da-da-da before, so I apologize if anyone finds offense to it. And now that I'm apologizing, I don't even want to host the Oscars anymore. So, boom. My cheeks were sizzling because of how good the chicken was. He says, I'm sorry to the LGBT community, hope you all understand, and I'm not going to host it because I don't want the Oscars to be about me. I don't even care about the Oscars no more. I'm like, I'm very confused. You just said that you're not going to apologize and that you're not even going to address it anymore. But then days later, you address it and then apologize. I'm like, bitch. But it's just mad weird how Kevin Hart says that he's not going to let the internet bully him and he's not going to feed into trolls and be a part of the whole cancel culture thing. But then he eventually apologizes. So he basically made a big deal out of nothing just to turn around 2 days later to apologize. Nigga, I just lost a lot of respect for you. If you weren't sorry and you stand out how you feel, that's fine. He don't give a fuck about the Oscars. That's fine. He got other multi-million dollar, he got other $10 million checks, $10 million checks waiting for him somewhere. But what I think is, I'm pretty sure Netflix probably called him and said, hey, yeah, you know that $30 million deal you signed 6 months ago? Yeah, Niglet, apologize or we're gonna take that bullshit away from you. I'm pretty sure Hulu called and said, yeah, we're gonna take your shit down and you're gonna lose out on your $7.5 million yearly checks if you don't, apologize right now. I'm pretty sure the other company that he's endorsed by, Beats, he's endorsed by Beats. I'm pretty sure they said, bitch ass gonna go apologize or we're not gonna fucking give you any more money. Cause it's like all of a sudden, where is this apology coming from? So now I just lost mad respect. So it's like, you apologize for some shit that you could have been apologized for. Now you just over here wasting time and looking stupid. Like, nigga, stand by what you said. This is ridiculous. Like, you were being a little bitch at first talking about, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. I feel like us as people need to evolve. Alexa, play Ego by Beyonce. Okay, Mr. Hart. 2018 is the most sensitive year ever. Every fucking year somebody's Twitter tweets are fucking going viral and resurfacing because they said some bullshit when they was in 3rd grade. This is the moral of the story. This is my advice to anyone out there who wants to say, oh, Kevin Hart didn't do anything wrong. Delete your Twitters, bitches, okay? Delete your fucking Twitter before some shit you said in the 1st grade comes back and haunts you and you get canceled just like everybody else. Kevin Hart's apology wasn't genuine and it was only done because he felt pressured to. If you were really sorry, you would have been said it. Matter of fact, Kevin Hart said he addressed it 4 or 5 years ago. Keyword, address. Not apologize, but address. You never apologize. You just not want to apologize. Now people are saying, well, what's the big deal? Well, you weren't as famous as you are now. Now that you have a bigger voice, he's saying, well, why can't you guys look for my video where I addressed it? Why don't you guys look for that interview? Well, bitch, I couldn't find that shit. Clearly you weren't relevant enough for people to know that you did address it. But everyone's saying, it was a joke. It wasn't that serious. Leave that shit alone. Okay. But what if Kevin Hart tweeted, God, I hope my children don't come out looking like some nappy-headed dark butts. Then would celebrities be coming out of the woodwork trying to defend him? It is what it is. I'm tired of this fucking planet. I'm ready to fucking move out. Who wanna come out of board in 2033? I'm leaving this planet and all the shitty people in it. Y'all can have Trump, okay? We all know that nigga's gonna get reelected anyways. But please tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section. I ain't even tried this fucking vegan cake. Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tell me, do you feel like Kevin should apologize? Tell me how you feel about his apology. How do you feel about his tweets? How do you feel about Amy Schumer, C00N's tweets? And what do you think about this whole situation? And yeah, that's that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Troy's out this bitch.